All right, welcome back, everybody. We are live just before the New York Open. Let me get a screen up. We're going to be day trading the S&P 500 as usual. How's everyone doing? I see Sean Evans in the chat. Hello to you, my friend. Andy the Greek, good morning. In Joker as well, good morning. And of course, Holy Earth, good morning to you. How's everyone doing? It's a Friday. We had NFP. What a sell-off, right? NFP really sold off quite heavy. Now we've just opened. Let's have a look at the volume. Bit of buyers coming in. Why have I got it set to 20? What am I doing here? What am I doing? Let's do 8. That's better. There we go. Good morning, Travel Blogger Life. And Con, of course, good morning to you. In Joker says, man, I just traded a good gap 50 minutes before market open. Nice. I'm assuming maybe this one. Did you go for a buy? Wow, look at that. Well, actually, the volume's quite dead, to be honest. I haven't got any areas. Yes, sir. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm glad you... Yeah, that was right after NFP, a beautiful touch that gap. Up it went. Very nice. I need to see if there's any zones below where we are. I have yet to actually draw any out. Oh, this is... We're getting down to lows that we haven't touched in a while. Let me go to the 4-hour. All right, we've really only got this kind of low here. We can get a volume profile off and figure this out. Let's see if there's anything of interest. Oh yeah, there's a few here. Look at that. There's one right there. Beautiful little gap. Let's see if that one sticks. We're still far away from, kind of far away from it. Whether we get there today, who knows? Let's have a look. Let's go to the 1 minute. See what the volume's saying. So I was thinking to make this a bit more interesting on these live streams. I was thinking, what about if we do like a compounding challenge type thing, right? So the idea is we try grow this account by, a few percent a day. Who knows? Do you know what I mean? Might be quite cool. We do like a compounding. We try get it to like 100K or something by compounding all the results. That should be quite fun. How about we do something like that? Let me know. Obviously, the trades we take then are going to have to be a lot more selective. We can't be just taking random front-running trades. We're going to have to be a lot more selective and treat it because it's all about then a win rate, Cody, good morning. Black and white. How are you doing, my friend? Down we go. We retested my entry and we went to shit. Down we go. Lovely. 6,500, you're saying? Hopefully, man. Hopefully. That would be nice. 6,500 would be good. I'm eyeing up around 66.81 area. But we do have a lot of sellers potentially trapped here. We're going purely sideways. We're still in this range, but we might break out now. Peter, hey bro, that sounds like an awesome idea, man. I think that would be pretty cool. Do you know what I mean? Might make it a bit more interesting, like almost like a daily series type thing. I think that might be quite cool. So we'll try do. Let's put a realistic target per day. Let me get up a compound calculator. Interest calculatrice. Calculator. Here we go. I'll get that up and we'll look at like a decent percentage. Because you could target something like 5%, but the reality is if you try to do 5% a day, you're going to blow it at some point. That's a tough one, man. 5% consistently daily. You're going to have to up that risk. It's possible, but it is tough. But I think like 2-3% win and loss, whether you win 2%, you stop. If you gain 2%, you lock it in. Same kind of idea, you know? Be very selective with trades. Go to Google. I don't know why Yahoo keeps popping up. Very annoying. Yeah, it's definitely selling off. We're breaking out here. Nice volume on the breakout. Just trying to get a freaking compound interest calculator up for you guys. There it is. All right, let's do that. Look at daily and draw a look at the daily time frame and draw a volume profile. It's so obvious. Yes, that's so good. Way down we go. Nice. I'll do that in a second. Alamin says, I think 2% are fair. I think 2% would be realistic as well. Like, still quite challenging, you know, to do that consistently, but it gives us a bit of room as well, where, you know, if you have a losing trade, you haven't blown the whole 2% of that day, you know. Kind of makes it a bit more realistic. I'm going to pull up a calculator here while the market sells off, because there's really not much I can do right now. I'm not going to chase it. I don't think there's any gaps or anything of interest, really. I mean, we only got this low here. That's going to be, maybe that might cause a bit of a pullback of some kind, hopefully. And then we can get in. But as of yet, I mean, we just kind of got to wait for the market to do its thing. We don't want to chase it. So let's get that compound interest calculator out. So what we could do is we'll do daily compounding. This is dollars. So cool. At the moment, what, we've got 21K, 21,000. If we do 2% a day, all days of the week, we don't withdraw, we don't deposit, calculate. We've got to put a time frame in. Let's say, fuck it, let's do six months. Let's see. Oh man, yeah, that's so the daily breakdown we would have to make today. We'd have to make at least 420. We could do 420. Okay, let's try it. Or we lose 420. That's it. We either win, make 420, or we lose 420. I'm gonna have to up the size then a bit to get to that. So that's the target today, 420. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna have to be a lot more selective though. No front running. Have to treat it like a proper cash account. Should be fun. I like little challenges like that. Makes it a bit more interesting, you know. Well, I guess I could do a volume profile from, you know, the sell-off that we've had since NFP. See if there's any pullbacks that we could. I mean, like, there is a little gap there, but do I really want to trade that gap? It's very shallow. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible, to be fair. And it lines up with the structure, lines up with the volume. All right, we'll see what happens when we get in there. But really, you want the good areas, you know, the longer term areas. Raymond, good to see you. Raymond. I don't know how to say your name. Rehman. I'm going to say Rehman. Hopefully that's correct. How are you, my friend? In Joker, why not? Good stuff. All right, we're in. Oh, we're ready there. We're in it. What the hell happened here? Let's have a look. Sellers are getting beaten a bit here. Have a look at the 5-minute real quick. Oh yeah, I don't really like that volume at the bottom on the 5-minute. It's not looking nice. I think I'm going to hold off shorting it here. I don't think don't really like all that volume pulled up at the bottom. And there's some decent buy volume came in as well. Look, it might go down, sure, but it's not the best. I mean, we are getting some sellers coming in now, but I'm gonna wait and since we're doing this compounding thing, I'm gonna be a lot more cautious now with my entries. I'm not just gonna jump in. Normally, I would front run it. Why not? But I feel like this would be lower probability if you front run this trade. You know, because it's not really that spectacular of an area. I would much rather short it, like in that gap there. That's a really nice one right there. Do I have that drawn out? I kind of do. Let's draw that one out nicely. Like that area is much nicer for me. I mean, it looks like the sellers did kind of take over, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm itching to jump in the trade, but I'm gonna be patient, nice and patient. There's no rush. We've got time. Just put my phone on charge. I'm running out of battery here. 30%. Not good. There we go. Getting charged up, juiced up. Yeah, it's actually not looking too bad, is it? Question is, do the buyers keep coming in? They do. I think the buyers want a bit of vengeance here. I mean, they're doing all right. They're holding off. We're not kind of breaking the low again. They're keeping those sellers trapped. These big sellers here, these guys are having a bad day right now. They got in very late. We're trading above them. They might get squeezed out. I mean, it's more these sellers here kind of defending, being quite good at keeping the market kind of down. But these sellers are going to be panicking a little bit. They might be a bit more happier now as we kind of approach entry. They might get squeezed out, those sellers, and then we get a proper pullback potentially. Because these opens recently have been a bit funny. The opens, we've had a lot of kind of goes in one direction and then decides to not follow through and just go in the opposite. But it is a Friday. Fridays are a bit different than most days. They like to have a mind of their own. So we'll see. But either way, in this kind of congested area here where we're just kind of going up and down, I have no interest. I have no interest in shorting it right now. Look at that. Those sellers are going to get squeezed out. And look, if I front runned it, all right, fine. I could have got out at the low here, but I would have been stopped out if I front runned it. So pick your moments, pick front running is, you have tight stops, so it's not that bad. You're not holding bad trades. You're getting out very quickly. But when it does work out, you get a very good price. You jump in at a really, really nice price. So it kind of balances out eventually. But if we've only got, maximum loss of 420 today. 420. I don't know why I'm writing it out. There's no need for it. But I've got to be a bit more cautious with my trades and pick them right. Pick the best ones. Look at that. Look at those buyers coming in. But the sellers are still defending it. These sellers here, they're still, adamant at keeping it down. I haven't really seen any true evidence that those sellers at the bottom here have been squeezed out yet. They're still, by the looks of it, they're still kind of in the market. Like, we haven't seen any crazy spikes. I mean, I'm assuming their stop losses are probably, it's hard to say. Depends what kind of position they're in. But I'm assuming a lot of stop losses are going to be above there. That's an obvious spot. You might get a few above the opening, not the opening candle, but this big sell candle here. You might get a few above here. So they're still in the market, those sellers. Look at that. Small 15-minute opening range, big non-farm numbers out just before. Nice. But look at this. Buyers and sellers are really battling it out here. Buyers are adamant at getting this up. They don't want to give up, do they? Who came in heavier since we've gone sideways? Let's look. We were at negative 23. My God, I didn't even notice. Negative 23, 470. We're now at negative 24. It's flat. For the grand scheme of things, it's flat. Give or take, a couple of hundred contracts here and there. But it's basically very flat. Buyers and sellers are just as aggressive with each other in this area. Meaning it's hard to bet on one side because not one side is more efficient. Technically, buyers are slightly more efficient if you were to really look at it. Okay, now it's a little bit more to the buy side because we're at 23,470 and now we're at 24,470. So over 1,000 sellers have come in, extra sellers have come in this area. So it's a little bit tilting more to the buy side, but again, it's not that much, right? If you look at the grand scheme of the volume, it isn't that much. All right, we might be breaking out. Remember, we've got this low here. That's gonna trigger a lot of limits, I think, when we break this low. It's gonna be interesting to see the volume. Look at that, already 1,000, boom. Since we got to that low. Damn. Look at that volume coming in. But there's definitely a bit of iceberging going on here. You saw the volume is just stuck and the market's now kind of breaking through it now. But it's still, there is definitely a lot of limit orders being triggered right now. A lot of buy limits were here. Iceberged. Look at that. They have, that's not a terror. I know we're not in a gap, but if this was a gap, I would be looking at potentially buying this because of that right there. But since we're not in a gap, I'm not going to be buying. If I was just looking at the footprint, didn't care, that would be not a bad buy. The moment you saw those sellers kind of fail, because now but it'll be a front running trade again. We would need heavy buyers coming in though. But again, I'm not going to do it. One thing I find helpful is setting an anchored volume profile at New York Open and tracking the small low volume nodes created throughout the day. I have one at 738, which is the area it's currently rejecting. Interesting. Okay. 738 around there somewhere. So yeah, I guess if I was to move that volume profile to the open, which would be about there. Yeah. There's one, 738. You're absolutely right, Cody. There is a nice little small one right there. Well spotted, man. Well spotted. Really nice. I'm still going to wait for the bigger nodes to be hit. And only then will I go in hard, get that 420, make that 2% or whatever it is. And yeah, take it from there. Because we're not that far away from this node here, which would be a really, I mean, this is going to be a buy for me. I'll buy like crazy in this area. If we get there today, which I feel, is potential. It's not that far away. I mean, how far away are we? 40 points? We can do that. I mean, since NFP, no, sorry, since the open, we dropped already 40 points. It can do another, play around and another leg down, 40 points, get into this area, boom, buy, slap on the positions, make the 420, we're done. But yeah, those sellers being trapped at the bottom there, all those limits that came in, I'm telling you, that was nice. That was nice. The only thing really missing is heavy buyers coming in to push this market up. But that normally is, like, if that was in a gap, I would love to take that. In Joker, same. I also do an anchored for the month, and then of course a leg. Very nice. I like how you guys are, taking the concept, putting your own spin to it. That's what it's all about, man. Because there's no real hard fixed rules, about where you anchor it. Bit of logic, if you're doing it at the at New York Open, beginning of the month, beginning of the week, whatever it might be. The legs. Generally speaking, you kind of see it lines up in general. Like the one at the beginning of New York Open that Cody spoke about is here. And it kind of lines up with just that leg there. You can kind of see the gap. So it all does kind of line up, generally speaking. Oh, man, look at that. I did say that was a nice one, but again, it wasn't in a gap, so I'm not taking it. I'm being super, super disciplined. But that was a perfect example of real absorption, like huge absorption. I mean, look at the contracts. It's crystal clear. This is something you want to screenshot, And then once the buy volume comes in, we push up. That was the only thing missing, really. We had a little, drip of volume come in, but nothing too spectacular. It was still mostly sellers. And then once they really came in, again, that market up, which is nice. But that would have been definitely a front run trade, just based on the absorption. I mean, look at that volume trapped. Didn't break below at all. Couldn't break below. Traded above them. Bit of volume. Beautiful. Beautiful setup. Really nice. That low volume node is still holding, Cody. It's holding quite well. Look at that. They're really... I'm impressed. That held very nicely. Come on. Do something. Go somewhere. Either go up here, or go down to down there. I don't care. Either side, I'm happy. I just want to get out of this area. There's nothing here for me at the moment. Either we go up to, up 33 points roughly, or down 40 points. One of the two. Alamine says, like, seriously, I use this big trades detector, and a single seller with over 340 contracts was absorbed at that level. Yeah. Huge absorption. Massive amounts of absorption right there. But that's awesome that you got that big trades detector. Really nice. I agree with you guys, Sammy. I also like the anchored VWAPs. You must get into them, bro. I'll have a look at trying to implement some VWAP into my trading as well at some point. Definitely. It is holding. The overnight low is 737.25, so that helps. Aha. That definitely does help. Well, yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the overnight low. Very nice. Bend your arm. Like the 1 minute yesterday teaching you wrong. I know, Nils. I know. Yesterday's 1 minute little gap. I was shitting on it yesterday. I was like, it's just a minor one. It's not going to do much. And my, oh my, did it, what was it? It was this one here. It completely sparked off a whole new push down. That was, or maybe it was here. I can't remember. It was either this one or up here. It was one of the two. What an absolute, that was a ripper, that one. Good afternoon, Manu. How are you? Furkan, is this your Forex account from Ola Prime? Yes, this is from Ola Prime Markets. It's actually a brokerage account. CFDs, yeah. NQ looks like higher high, higher low. ES currently lower high, lower low. Interesting. Let's have a look at NQ real quick. Let's see the structure of NQ in comparison. I'm just going to go to candlesticks to make it easier. Oh, yeah, you're right. NQ definitely has bullish structure, doesn't it? Double topped at the, double bottomed. And then I guess double top, some people would say. But then created a higher low and then technically a higher high, only by, a couple of ticks. Some people might count that, some people might not. Let's see if it breaks, this low here. And then I wonder what the Dow's doing. The Dow, wow, the Dow is so different. That is interesting. The Dow is a lot different. And then we got the ES. The ES is again kind of in the middle between the Dow and the NQ, which again kind of makes sense, to be fair. All right, see if they're going to release these sellers. I mean, they're probably squeezed out already, these guys. Who knows? Did we see them get squeezed out anywhere? Do we see any obvious spikes in volume where it makes sense? Not really, to be fair. I'm assuming a lot of the stops would have been above here, and we didn't quite get there. They're not letting them out, though, are they? They're really not letting them out. Still in this annoying area, though. Haven't really gone anywhere. Just gone sideways. Let's look at what the volume's actually saying. Since the beginning of this range, we were at negative 23.5. And now we are at negative 29. It's definitely looking like sellers are less efficient. But we're looking at the lows. Let's look at the highs. They were at 23.5 again, the highs, and here at 27.5. The buyers are technically more efficient right now. They are definitely more efficient than the sellers. The buyers find it easier to push the market up than the sellers are to push it down. But one caveat to that is a lot of the volume is being kind of, what do you call? It's kind of being, what's the word? My mind's gone blank. You know what I mean? It's being affected, but just by this little absorption here, because this is what, 3,000 contracts together. 3,000. So how much difference is it? So it was 24.5, and if you take 3 away, 6, yeah, it really isn't that much of a difference. Maybe about 1,500 contracts extra on the sell side if you take away just that little blip of absorption. So it's not really that much difference in efficiency. Still not able to trade NQ. No, I've yet to still freaking ask for them to switch it on. I'm kind of just happy with the ES, to be honest. I'm not that fussed. But I don't know. Let's just try it. I doubt it will work. I'm just gonna. No, it's not working. Switch it up to 1. Still off. Absorbed. 1447. Nice hammer foot. 47. Where is 47? Oh yeah, I mean a bit of a wick at the top, but the volume distribution definitely a hammer foot. So nice. Look at that, they're still in play, these buyers. Oh my, oh my. They're coming in with vengeance. They really don't want to let these sellers out, do they? Oh, holy moly. It was almost like a news candle. Look at that volume coming in. There was a lot of absorption. Black and white, I hope you got out of that trade. Yes, I'm up 100% on the trade. Very nice. That is a scary, but you're more intraday, so you should be all right holding these swings. Fuck no, I'm adding. I'm adding 5%. You're a madman. No risk, no Ferrari, right? Peter Cosmas, good to see you. Hi, Sammy. I'm late today, missing the move, obviously. You haven't really missed much. I was saying earlier that we're going to start a new challenge today for these lives. We're doing a 2% daily compound challenge. So every day, I'm going to try and make 2%. Or if I lose 2%, obviously I've got to stop as well. And try to get this account balance to 100K in however long it takes, really. So I'm being a lot more cautious now with my trades. I'm not going to front run. I'm going to wait for, the good areas to be touched. So we've got a nice area at the top here that I'm looking at shorting. We've got one at the bottom here that I'm looking at buying. We're going to be patient. We're going to, we need to make 420 today to hit that percentage. So I'm really, picking, snipering, not just machine gunning. US dollar just quick drop the move. Wow. The US dollar just tank. Andy the Greek, full port Friday challenge. I would love to do a full port Friday challenge, but they would absolutely kill me, Ola Prime, if I did that. They'll take away my trading privileges if I start full porting. I could do it on like a demo account. It's fine. That's all right. Nice challenge, 2%, nice target for a day. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a good target. Like realistically speaking, I'm not going to hit it every day. There's going to be losing days where just below 2% easily. But it will keep it, keep it nice and interesting. All right, let's see if we can get to that area. It looks like it might want to go. That volume that came in, truth be told, that looks like a reversal to me. I'm going to look at the 5-minute. I'm still interested in shorting at the top here. 100% still interested. But it depends how the volume looks like when we get there. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a small pullback and then a continuation up again. Because that volume trapped from the sell side. I mean, just look at, again, just on the 5-minute, look at the volume of the sellers. 5,000, 3,000, basically 4,000, right? 1,500, another 4.5. All right, that's barely nothing. That's only 200. 1.6. Look at, they put in, I mean, 12,000 contracts, right? All in this area. All that 12,000 extra contracts. Buyers are putting in 2,000 right now. And look how much ground they've covered. It is, it's not looking great for sellers. Let's just put it that way, short term. I mean, they could keep adding more size and go in aggressively and get this market down. That's absolutely, they can overwhelm the buyers. Absolutely. But it's going to take a lot of selling to do that. There's basically a lot of limit orders at the bottom here, which makes, makes absolute sense. This is a significant low, right? That low's right at the bottom of kind of a range. Do you know? I mean, it basically is a range. We got right to the bottom. There's going to be a lot of limit orders. They're absorbing a lot of pressure right now. So it makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me. And that is a small gap. It's not the greatest gap, but it is a gap nonetheless. There's plenty more, but that's the first kind of decent gap. I mean, I know this gap looks good, but it's so close to a low, it might not hold. It held for a little bit, but it's like the first one. It might not hold, you know. We are all cautious, Sammy, especially me, waiting and waiting. They're not jumping on big moves because I'm not sure. But when I am sure, I always chop a U-turn. It's good. It's good. It's good to be cautious. It's very good. Sellers tried reloading at 45 seconds, no results. I missed it, unfortunately, Alamine. I missed where that was. I wasn't looking, but I mean, we're now testing the top side of that gap, right? This one right here. In fact, I'm going to draw it out because let's just actually draw it out nicely. So we broke through it. We're now testing the other side of it. So before we were, below it, so it was still short. And now we've broken through. You're looking, realistically speaking, again, once you break through, you look for the retest and you go long. But I don't want to trade this gap. Not because it doesn't look nice. It actually looks very nice in terms of the volume distribution. It's just the closest one, They work better the further away the more extreme they are, they work better, generally speaking. But there's plenty up here. There's a nice amount. There was a small low volume node at 74925, which is where that last projection was. Gotcha. 74925 from the NY session. Let's have a look. Let's draw the volume profile from there to there. And then extend it over. What was it? 4925. Assuming maybe if I move the volume profile, I can't really see, to be honest. This is the only thing. Maybe on candlesticks I can see it a bit. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can just about see it. It's kind of hidden in the candlestick. You need smaller bars. Gotcha. I can kind of see it there. Just a little dip. It's just behind the candle. But you're right. There is one there. It wouldn't be a terrible buy, technically speaking. I'm getting a bit impatient here. 30 minutes in. I'm debating whether just to jump in here. It's not somewhere I want to add size, though. Nah. Stick to the plan. Come on. Stick to the plan. There's a lot of sellers again coming in. The sellers are very aggressive. Very eager. Are they actually going to release these sellers at the bottom? I mean, all things considered, we haven't really done much, though, since the open. What was the open? So the open candle was still below the open, but we really haven't actually done anything for the most part. Just kind of going up and down a bit, nothing too crazy. I'm going to extend this volume profile to get right to the top of that leg. Have a look. Yeah, we're kind of trading through that low volume node, so I'm not really interested in it. We're trading through it. Up here, man. I need it up here. Come on. One or the other. Just either get down there or get up there. I really don't care which direction. Come on. See what the 15-minute volume distribution looks like. Yeah, see, the 15-minute doesn't look great for the buyers now either. If you had all, like the majority of buyers at the top here, trading below him, but then again, you got the majority of sellers at the bottom here. Both buyers and sellers are still fighting each other. No one's given up yet. And we're kind of in the middle between the two. It's not really looking good for either side right now. We just need to clear this area, and then it'll be a lot easier to read this market. That's the thing about these opens when they're choppy like this. I mean, there's not much you can do really. You just kind of have to wait. Gets a bit boring. Turn this heater off. It's getting hot. Drink some water. Hydrate. All right. Can we actually push up here? Here we go. Can we get to the top here? I forget what this is. Is this a low volume node from what exactly? I think it's an old one I had drawn out. I'm not entirely sure why I've drawn it out. I think that was from yesterday or something. It's changed since. But we do have a little one here, so I can keep that one kind of in play. I do want to see exactly where this node starts. So I'm going to bump up this number to like 100. See where the dip is. Okay, you can really see where the node kind of starts. It's right at the top. Right at the beginning of the low volume node. So that's going to be quite cool. Now, actually, it doesn't look too bad, that distribution. So let's get back to 24. Actually, let's see how deep we can go. Let's try 300. Oh, what the hell have I done? Oh, I did value area. What am I doing? Row size. Here we go. 300. Yeah, that's about as deep as we can go. Hasn't really changed. Okay. 24 it is. What's your trading setup? My trading setup, pretty much what you see here, Remen. Volume profiles, looking for gaps, and the footprint. That's pretty much it. That is my trading. Oh, do you mean like trading setup in terms of like my actual hardware? We have been holding NFP anchored VWAP to the downside, but I just keep looking at the 6765s. The low volume node there just looks so sexy. Let's have a look. 6765. 6765. 6.5. Yeah, that's the one I want as well. I think it would be a really nice reaction off that one. If not, there's a couple more. I mean, that one's not great. Then you got this one at the top here, which is quite nice as well, and it has already been proven to kind of do something. So not bad. We just got to wait it out. Buyers seem to have found their footing again, trying to push it up. All right, we're approaching it. Remember, the node, the actual drop in volume is the top of that black line is where it ends. So it's really actually between these two black lines is the real gap in volume. Now, of course, it can cross over a little bit or whatever. It's not going to be like pinpoint perfect, but at least there is where I expect it to happen, in that area. So if we get much higher than that black line, even like, here, maybe I'm going to call it as not going to hold. Yes, hardware. How many screens? I have 3 screens. I never use this one here. In fact, it's actually switched off this screen. It's just kind of pointless to have. Got it. Here we go. You can just about see it. I'm picking it up. And then I've got another screen here, obviously, and then one here with the chat. But yeah, so really only 2 screens I actually use. But I do have an additional one just in case if I ever need it. Oh, come on. Come on. A little bit higher. You're making me wait. Yes. Testing my patience today. I would have already taken so many front run trades by now. Come on. Here we go. Up, up, up. Up, up and away. Can it do it? Let's find out. Whereabouts is this little gap? I think it's 45. Where's 45? A bit higher. It's around here somewhere. That sort of area. Okay. What kind of setup does everyone else have? Like, how many screens do you guys need to trade? I think 2 screens minimum. I'll struggle. Well, actually, no, I can do it with 1 screen because I'm doing it like this right now. Split the screen. It is possible. 6 screens, Cody. My God. That's mad. 6 screens. What do you have on every, do you have multiple instruments, I'm assuming? Peter has got 13. Jesus, Peter. What are you, launching rockets into space or something? Should be definitely a bearish day for S&P due to NFP news. It could be, absolutely, it could be. Who knows? Just 2, Andy the Greek. 2, I think, is like minimum you need, yeah. Alienware PC, yeah, those are beasts. I have 3 PCs running them. My God, Peter, man. So do you have then 3 separate mouses or mice or whatever and keyboards? I'm learning. I thought I was bad. I know. 2 screens, anything more than that, I overanalyze. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Me and black and white taking over the world, launching rockets into space. 4 screens is where the money is. Yeah. There was a coach we had on Ola Prime, guy called Troy, lovely guy, old guy from like Tennessee. Um, I don't know how many screens he had, but he definitely had like 20 screens or something, and it was like a 360. It was like, I don't know, it was like a film studio or something. It looks like behind the scenes of the Matrix filming because he had like screens all around him. Like it was like bullet time or something. The guy took screens to another level. Three screens, but three laptop setups all in front of me. Nice. I saw on like Amazon, they're selling for like your laptop, you can get like a thing that attaches and then it opens up like two extra screens. That's pretty cool. I can imagine if you're, out and about, you don't want to bring, how are you going to bring screens on holiday? You can't really, right? That's actually a pretty nifty solution. I was thinking of getting something like that. I buy all my monitors in thrift stores in the US for like $15 each. That's a bargain, man. Are they decent monitors or are they the old, still square resolution? Used, yes, you can find good ones. Nice. Look, I mean, when it comes to stuff like screens, who gives a shit if it's new or used or don't really care as long as it works, right? And I know like a lot of people out, put a lot of emphasis on like whether it's compatible and gigahertz update refresh rate and all, but you're looking at charts. Do you know what I mean? You don't need super high pixel pixel density and all this shit. Like you're looking at charts, man. Yes, those laptop extenders are cool and very compact to travel with. Only drawback is that they are 60 hertz refresh, but fine for literally what you said. Oh, that is funny. Exactly. As long as it works and has decent resolution. Peter likes his 60 hertz refresh. He needs to have the quickest refresh rate in the industry. I don't know. Will it actually make a difference, like the refresh rate in terms of the footprint? Will it load the footprint quick? I don't know. I really don't know. Only thing is, if you stare at the fuckers all day long, your eyes get more tired with lower. Ah, okay. So actually, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. That does make sense. That does make sense. We're about to get up there now. Finally, NQ and ES candles on two NQ and ES Heikanashi and two others. YouTube on one. Order entry on another. That's it, man. Heikanashi, YouTube. Nice. I mean, that's a decent setup. Trading alone was so boring. I love this session. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Alameen. I think it helps. When I started, I was using one laptop and I was getting cooked until I used four. Yeah. I think as long as you get the information, right? As long as you can kind of absorb what you're seeing, should be fine, I think, for the most part. I think laptop screens are sometimes a bit too small to kind of. I would struggle to probably trade on the laptop screen, but like a big monitor. This monitor's all right. It's not the biggest one, but it's got a decent size to it. I can still see everything. Like MetaTrader doesn't have to really be big. That's just execution. I'm not actually analyzing anything on here. So yeah, it kind of works. I think though, if you're trading like a bunch of prop firms, you're going to have them open on different screens and then enter all different firms. Like if you're doing all that kind of stuff, that's difficult. Then yeah, you're going to need more screens. All right, here we go. Come on, give me a trade. Those two black lines, that is where I want to go. There's a lot of buy absorption happening, man. But I think I don't think it's too many new buyers coming in. I think it's literally just sellers getting stopped out. I think I said earlier that you're going to find a lot of sellers, stop losses be above, obviously that wick. Makes perfect sense, right? Why there's also a spike in buyers. Because I said stops getting hit. Remember, stop losses for sellers will look like buyers. Take profits will look like sellers. So Ninja allows multi-provider capability, just waiting for Ola to join the team. So close. Apparently, what week are we in? We're in the first week. Apparently, it's like the first or second week of March. They said it's going to be finally available. So I'm assuming the second week because we're already in the first week. Only problem is each screen adds to heat release in the room. Actually going to put an extractor fan soon. But you're in Australia, so yeah, you don't even need the heat. I mean, that would be useful for me. I've got like a little heater here at all times. You probably hear it sometimes. Got like a little one of these little space heaters at the bottom here, just kind of warming me up a bit because it gets freaking cold in this room, man. Because it's not really any radiators. It's like a radiator over there, but it's like behind a sofa, so. Come on. I want to see a little spike up. I want to see a little, this is what I want to see, ideally. A little push up into that area, shit ton of buyers, no follow through. Get below the buyers, heavy sellers come in, I'm in. That is what I want to see. Come on. You can do it. I've got to figure out how much size to put in. One lot usually. I'm probably going to have to put like 3 or 4 positions on, I think. Oh man, see, you need more screens. I do. This laptop wouldn't handle more screens though. I've upgraded the RAM, but it's not really like a super powerful laptop. Usually it was fine just for day-to-day trading. But then when I started streaming and doing all that kind of shit as well, I kind of so I had to upgrade the RAM. But it's all right now. It's good. Fabio uses a Hawaii laptop with many screens. Nice. Yeah, I need to upgrade my hardware at some point as well. I do. I do indeed. Oh, come on. Just go up. Please get to that area. I want this trade so badly. They're struggling to break this freaking area here. All those stops got hit. And I don't like this distribution at the moment. It's looking slowly looking a bit bearish. We're getting, the majority of buyers are at the top. And we're kind of trading below them a bit. I really don't want this to drop right now. You are terrible. How far away did we get? We only got a couple of points away, didn't we? Literally less than 2 points away, man. If you get a new laptop, get one with a Thunderbolt port, and then you can add plenty of screens. Thunderbolt, isn't that like a Mac thing? I don't even know. Or is that lightning bolt? Let me take a picture of that. Thunderbolt. Gotta remember that. Because I know nothing when it comes to shit like this. I'll end up buying the complete wrong device and then NQ is at VWAP holding it down. Okay. Well, hopefully I do want it to go down, just not this second. Here we go. Come on. All right. Yes, we're in. All right, I'm getting ready to potentially enter. Come on. Show me something. Don't just spike here. 282, 300. Buyers coming in, 400, 450, 3. There's some sell pressure coming in. Dropped it back down to 200. Are they reloading the buyers? They're not. I'm going to add one position already. I'm going to front run it a bit. 500. The buyers are reloading. Bit late. I think I need to add like 4 or so positions to really get this P&L right. There's absorption definitely happening. I need an opportunity to add more though. Give me something that looks really good so I can add more. Come on, show me something. 700. Because I don't even think... I mean, if we go back to the low, technically I've hit the P&L, but it ain't going down there. Well, it might do, but not... I ain't holding that. We're breaking up. I need to see something. We're actually breaking up. Look at this, 600. There's still a spike. I need to see sellers so I can add more size. Or the buyer's got this. Come on. Show me something. Show me the money. Drop back down to 300. There's still not really any sellers in this market. A few, but not a lot. We haven't seen a huge spike in buyers yet. I mean, we are dropping down. Doesn't look terrible. I might add another, but I need to see it. I need to see red. All right, I'm going to add one more position because I'm seeing a little bit of sellers coming in, but we need to get below those buyers here. If we don't get below them, I don't think this is happening. And the sellers are already back down to 100, which isn't great. Back down to 16. I need to see sellers come in heavier. I need to add, then again, another 2 positions I've got to actually be able to add. If not, ain't happening. Been waiting ages for this freaking area. Don't fail me now. I was going to look to get out here. It looks like the buyers are coming in still heavy. Still very heavy, these buyers. We're still in this area, so it's okay. Sellers are coming in. I need to see. Come on, get below 762. Come on. Get below here. Get below here. I'm going to get rid of these 2 black lines because they're kind of putting me off a little bit. Need to get below here. They're getting absorbed, these damn sellers. Add size. Show me confirmation so I can go in hard. And all it's got to do is drop. If I'm 4 positions in, I'll need like $100 each roughly. So yeah, it's just got to drop really just down to here and I'll be fine. Come on. Come on. Where are these sellers? Let's look at the 5 minutes, see if it looks any better. 5 minute doesn't look great for the sellers. It's all just green. Green, green, green. Might have to look at getting potentially out here if the sellers don't get below that 596. If we do get below, I can add, but I don't want to add any more yet. Come on. Just a pullback. That's all we need. Just a pullback. Give me a pullback. Are we going to break this damn gap? It looks like we might do. Come on. It's barely moving. I've got the feeling it's just going to spike up like aggressively. There it is. Yeah, I'm out. That's too much volume. I don't like it. What did I lose? 100, 182. So I've got another 220 I can lose. That's not too bad. But this might be the little spike up here. Oh, that is good. Is that absorption? We're trading above it. Nah, it's good. All right. This area did not hold at all. We are now, it's also been cleared. The next gap is up there. There's a little one there that, yeah. All right, we're just going to wait for the next one. We're not far away now. Get rid of this. Don't need that black line anymore. All right. Just broke VWAP on NQ, I'm assuming, above 6,770. I'm out. 6,770. Yeah, pretty much where I was. I'm out as well. Come on. But it's moving now. It's good. It's moving. All right, we're in the next area almost. There's going to be a pullback. We just need to catch the pullback. Here we go. I want to see a spike, a real good spike in volume. Let me switch it to 4. Maybe I can see a bit better. Nah, that looks terrible. Keep it at 8. It looks better. Come on. Come on. Come on. What the hell are you waiting for? Thing is, I don't really see the gap on this move down. But that's looking better. We'll use the session. It doesn't really line up with the move down, but it's fine. All right, we're in. And you see a spike in buyers, a big spike in buyers. This is all boring. Don't want to see this yet. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I've got a spike in sellers, but that's not what I want to see yet. I want to see a spike in buyers. Sellers are doing fuck all right now. Come on. Give me another 1,000 on the buy side with no follow through and then get below them. That would be amazing. That would be ideal. There's 1,000. Oh, we did get a spike. All right. No follow through. I'm going in just front running one position at least. Sellers are coming in a bit heavy. I'm adding another. I didn't even notice that happen. I blinked and all of a sudden it said 1,000. All right. We want to stay now below there. So my stop is literally got to be below there. Where will it potentially stop at? This is what I gotta figure out now. Where could it retrace to? Ah, shit! There's an annoying little gap right there. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that there's one right there. It's fine. Come on, give me a retracement, proper retracement. Proper retracement. None of this bullshit. It wouldn't be bad to add a third one. Fuck it. Let's add another position. Because you've got to add the size in order to get this P&L. All right. Got 3. The moment I see anything I don't like, we're in that gap already. Come on, break through that gap. Don't retrace up here. Just break right through. No bullshit here. Come on. It's giving me bullshit already. Come on, break through. Come on. It's faffing about in this gap. Don't hold, just break down. If we break through that gap, it's going to be so much better. You got that 1,000 buyers there, obviously. That's it. We're broken through. Good, good, good. So what do I need to make? 4 plus 5, 6, 80, something like that. Might not actually make it, but we'll see. Oh, what the hell? Ton of buyers came in. No good. No good. Come on. Come on. Get below those buyers. This could be as big as the pullback as it is, you know. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping it goes further. If it does, I just have to get the hell out. And then we'll find the next opportunity. But we've been waiting ages for something to happen. Come on, get below that 300. Get those buyers out. That's it. Good. Come on, add more. Keep going. Keep going. Come on. I want to see buyers come in. I want to see sellers. Having a bit of trouble here. I might have to. That's too many sellers for my liking. Get below them. I don't like that. That's it. Get below. You son of a bitch. Come on. Come on. I don't like it, guys. I don't like how many freaking buyers are coming in. We need to quickly get below them. We need that pace. If there's no urgency, no pace, buyers will keep coming in. You need to really be like, oh, shock them, you know? Come on, spike, spike. We're at that little low there. There's obviously buyers trying to come in, trying to take control. Come on. You're so close. Just break through. There we are. Good, good. We're about halfway there from the P&L. Let's keep going down. Now we're on this gap where naturally I feel like there's going to be more of a pushback, but oh, that went from 400 back to 100. That's not good. Get below them. Come on, add more size, sellers. Come on. All right, they reloaded to 400, back to 3. That's definitely absorption here. I'm out. I don't like it. It's a gap and there's freaking absorption. The buyers are coming in too heavy. I think that's about as far as it will go for now before there's a pullback. I have no idea what I've only a 44. That's annoying. I thought I was at over 300, but I must have closed out a bit bad. Never mind. Caught that one, but exited out early for a small win. Had an issue with take profit and stop loss. No, that's good, man. Good that you still caught something. Nice trade, bro. Thank you, Peter. Let's see if we can, though. We're pretty much flat. We haven't really actually done much today. Where the hell did I get out? I thought I was over 300. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? I felt like I got out a bit earlier than that. All right, fair enough. The spread, I guess. Bit of slippage, maybe. All right, now I've got to figure out, are we... I'm trying to figure out, why have I got this here? What is this? Ah, shit, look at it going down. Absolute bastard. All right, that was a gap, but it's not really that great. I may have put a bit too much emphasis on it. Did it reject before? Have we had rejections of that gap? We have. Annoyingly, we have. Yeah, we did. Okay. I should have held that. I should have freaking held that. It's fine. It's just a lot of freaking buyers came in. Look, they didn't actually do any damage, really. Slightly annoying. All right, we can jump back in. We can jump back in. Not right this second, but yeah. Great read there, Sam. Thank you, Cody. Is this retesting and pump? Potentially. Potentially. Truth be told, I think it's a tough one, man, because look, the OD volume wise, I'll be more like, yeah, it's buyers, because of the amount of sellers that were trapped here. You know, all these sellers got squeezed out, and then we got these heavy buyers came in. This looks more like a retracement and then potentially up again. But we're not at a gap. That's the only thing that doesn't support it. It could just be a retracement down because of that low. That would also make sense. If this was like a gap, then I would be more bullish for it. But to me, this could just be, you know, because of this low here. So I don't know. All I know is I just want to scalp it. I don't want to hold. Look, sellers are putting in volume. They're starting to struggle again in this area. ES rejected from previous day low. NQ was hitting a small low volume node at the same time. Interesting. Is NQ drop down as well? Let's have a look. Yeah. So NQ. Oh yeah. I don't know why I've got those two black lines. I'm assuming that was a low volume node. Oh yeah, we had one here. Oh, NQ was clean, man. Super clean rejection. And then the ES is not as nice to trade right now as the NQ, because I think it's, since the down NQ are so different, the ES is kind of in the middle. We do have these little low volume nodes here, but again, I'm not that interested in them. Shit, I really should have held that. Those freaking buyers that came in, they spooked me, man. They really, really spooked me, these guys here. But it's fine. It's fine. They came in way too heavy, man. Yes, it's dumping. It does look like it's dumping. Yeah, it's really dumping, isn't it? Fuck me. I had the perfect entry, but shit, man, that is... I should have held that shit. Oh, well, what can you do, man? What can you do? I should have held as well, as I said earlier, just not patient to hold like Braveheart. Yeah. The thing is, there's sometimes, look, holding would work out really nicely. Other times, nah, that's all it will give you. Do you know what I mean? But this is freaking, look at this dump. Well, we definitely would have hit the, where did I enter? Yeah, perfect freaking entry, man. Perfect entry. Those fucking buyers right there, you spooked me. You spooked me too quick. But to be fair, I would have got out probably there. I would have got spooked again. I don't think I would have managed to hold through all that. So I'm not going to pretend like I'd still probably be in the trade. There's a good chance. Well, actually, this wouldn't have been too bad. Because, yeah, they came in, but they didn't really go much higher. These fuckers here spooked me. Oh, all right. New game plan, I guess. New game plan. On the 1 minute, 9 and 20 EMA, you call the perfect pullback to the downside. Is that also the 9 and 20 EMA? Beautiful. Long Run Lab. Hi, boss. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you, my friend? That fucking green candle did the job, made us shit out. It really did. It really did. I mean, to be fair, it's a lot of volume, right? It's a lot of freaking buy volume. And because we were in that gap, I was like, yeah, this could just be all it will give us. Because I was thinking more that it's going to be more of a pullback and then potentially it'll continue up. But nah, it just wants to sell off. It is what it is, man. How was your Dubai trip? It was great, man. It was great. Thanks for asking. Really, really nice. Had a lot of fun. Got to enjoy, which is important. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to buying though. I don't really see any great opportunities to buy apart from, I guess, that low volume node there. That wouldn't be a terrible buy, potentially, in this area. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, beer time. Want to wash the stress. Have a good weekend. Peter, enjoy your beer. Have a great weekend, my friend. I'll see you Monday. Coach Sam, I tagged you. Did you see it? I made over $2,900 in 15 minutes. Opening range breakout. Eric, great to see you again. Did you tag me? Tag me where? Sorry. Which platform are we talking about, Eric? Let me know. That dude in your Dubai vlog was your brother. What, Finn? The younger guy? No, he's an employee of Ola Prime. He heads the social media content creation thing. In the Discord Ola Lounge. Oh, in Discord. My bad. I never really checked Discord. I'm so bad at looking at Discord, man. I'll be honest. It's one of those platforms I always forget exists. Oh, man, I got a few tags here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I see it. Wow. Eric, you're smashing it, man. Well done. Beautiful. Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Oh, okay. This might be that might be all it gives us in terms of pullback. Because I don't know if this is a new start of a new buy or a sell. We're kind of in that. It has to work out its structure first. This looks like that downtrend is done. That is, what the hell? 3,000 contracts. What is going on? Is there something being said? Thank you. It's amazing to see it finally all be amazing. Amazing. I nailed 200 a day for 30 days now. That is 52K a year. Incredible. Eric, man, enjoy that money. Really good stuff. That's it, man. Bit by bit, just a little bit a day, right? That's all you need. That's all you need. I do wonder what's going on here. This is a huge reaction. There's nothing really there either. No idea. That came out the blue there. Oh my God, look at this volume, guys. Woo. VWAP is there. Ah, Manu on it. VWAP, gotcha. My oh my, look at that. That is one hell of a lot of buying. I mean, I wouldn't want to sell into that right now. I mean, there is a lot of absorption happening though, but I think they're going to break through. They're just putting way too much size in. This is ridiculous. This is an insane amount of volume that came out of nowhere. And to me, it does look like, I think this sell is almost done for now. We're gonna have more of a move up, I think, for the most part. So yeah, we shall see. We shall see. That's helped me keep a 20% consistency. It's around VWAP the whole time. In the CFD, the VWAP is 6,760. Gotcha. Thank you, Manu. Interesting. 6, 7, okay, yeah. That would make sense. That's helped me keep a 20% consistency, so thankful for you. You're welcome, Eric, man. It's all you. It's all you. I've done nothing. I love this life. I'm glad to hear it, man. Lol, ES reacted on anchored on NY Open VWAP. Yeah, everyone's saying VWAP, VWAP, VWAP. Anchored VWAP by Brian Shannon. OS is a fantastic read. Yes, I'll second that, Eric. Amazing. Well, there you go. The VWAP did its thing, I guess. Probably good to have on the chart then, right? That was one hell of a reaction from the VWAP. But this is interesting. That is a lot of buyers failing to push the market up. I mean, we're trading above them. So it's still, still more of a buy than it is a sell. If we get below them, that's a dangerous spot for those buyers. That is very dangerous. And it could be, you see, part of me is itching to jump in here to front run it. It's not A+, but that is a lot of volume on the line there. If they're wrong, fuck it, I'm going in. I'm going to put one contract in. Where the hell is my trade? I can't see it. Oh, there it is. All right. I was wondering what's going on. Where's the trade line? I'm only putting one contract in, so I know I said I wouldn't front run, but I'm itching to do it. I feel like I need to. That is nice. That is really nice. If we get below them, I'm gonna bet on the sellers here to squeeze these buyers out. I know that was a shit ton of buyers. I know it's a lot of buy pressure. I know it's mental to do that. But I'm gonna bet these buyers might get squeezed out. Because that's what I want. I want those buyers to get squeezed out and then flood down. And then click, add the positions. So I'm only adding one. I'm not adding like 2 or 3 or anything like that. So I'm being very, very nice. Because we're flat on the day. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't really. Okay, no. Yeah, those buyers came in and defended. We never got below them. We never got below them. Yeah, they're out. Any sellers? No? Well, they might do. We're going to rush it. They might come in here, these sellers. Not going to happen? Not happening. No. Actually, I'm going to give them another couple of seconds. My stop can be there. And we've touched it. That was really quick. That's excellent, mate. Well done, Eric. Oh, there's a lot of messages. I'll look at them in a second. Yeah, I'm getting out. That is not. Those buyers are strong. They are not doing it. All right. I don't know why I front run. I felt like I had to. All right, let's see. Eric, if you don't mind, oh, wow, there's so many messages. There's a thing that Eric, if you don't mind to share a quick summary of your system, bro. Front run. Yeah, so front running is jumping in before confirmation, just based on like, how do I say this? Okay, so for example, the reason I went in short is just because of those buyers, right? They kind of failed to push the market up. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that like, oh, it's guaranteed to go down or there's a high probability or anything like that. It just means that there's absorption happening in this area. But it won't, until we actually get below those buyers and print heavy sell volume like below them, that's the confirmation, right? Then it's like jump in. All right. So I'm front running by getting in early, hoping that that occurs. So you're kind of, yeah, but you can have a tighter stop with front running, you know? You get a better price, but a tighter stop. But you're going to be wrong a lot more often if you front run. Also targeting. That's excellent. Bull getting absorbed. No, I don't know. Good top of the morning. Not sure what time it is where you are. Toronto after dark. It is 4 p.m. here. How are you? I'm assuming you're in Toronto. I finally made my 2K buffer. Now I'm up 400 up for a payout, debating taking it, but I want to get in a 2K. Eric, man, take the money. Take the money. If you've created a good buffer, pay yourself, man. Pay yourself. You know? Absolutely pay yourself. All right, we're back in this little gap. Let's see. I think the buyers have got this. It's not even a gap anymore. It has been filled. The gap has kind of moved up a little bit, but it's just getting pushed up and up and up. So not entirely interested in it right this second. Take the lady out. Exactly. I am. Yes. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Toronto. Good to see new people tuning in. I'm walking here. It's not real until you pay yourself, even a small amount. Exactly. So true, man. So true. Once the money lands in your account, then it's real. Yes, I'm going to do just that. We are going to a musical next Saturday, sunrise her with a nice dinner. Surprise her with a nice dinner. Beautiful. She's a lucky lady, Eric. She's a lucky lady, man. Well done. Take her on a candlestick dinner. A little trader joke there. Paramjeet from Toronto. Nice to see you, Paramjeet. How are you? Get a bunch of candlesticks out. You're good. Good to hear. I'm the lucky one, Coach Sam. Of course. You're both lucky. You're both lucky to have each other, right? I'm going to get them green and red. Exactly. Green and red candles. It's got to be done, right? Come on, let's get up here. I want to short this again. Oh, it's already looking like it wants to make the move. Okay, we're below that heavy buying. I'm going to go in one contract because this could just be a little fake out. I think it might be, to be honest. The volume is spiked too much. If we see a little bit of bull pressure coming in, I'm out. Yeah, there's bulls coming in. It was a fake out move. I don't think it's real. Yeah, it's not real. So sometimes you see that. I don't think that's real. The people from Toronto are all here because we're all suffering this week. Financially suffering, of course. What happened in Toronto? Sorry to hear, Toronto. I'm going to pray for you all there. I believe that we are in an overall downturn, so I sold off my equities. Damn, man. Yeah, I mean, it's the same in the UK here. I don't know if it's it probably might be worse, probably where you are, but I feel like a lot of yeah, it's not great here in the UK. But I've heard Canada's extremely expensive lately, like groceries and general day-to-day, um, you know, day-to-day expenses are really high. It is sad, man. It is sad. Yes, very expensive. Summons SPX. Our government needs to do better and focus on the everyday person. Yeah. Yeah, but governments, unfortunately, there's no such thing as a non-corrupt government, right? As long as people run it, every man has a price. It's too easy to kind of skim off the top, too easy to give your friends the best deals, the best contracts, move public money around. It's just too easy. And no one ever gets in trouble, really, So it's going to happen. It's always going to happen. And I don't know, until AI takes over and rules humans, but then we're enslaved, and that's a whole nother can of worms. Who knows? It's just unfortunately how it is, man. Well, obviously everyone is hurting, but I was just making a joke since there is another Torontian here with. Okay, gotcha. I'm with you. True, those are all triple leveraged and strictly for down. So every dollar down in that sector is 3 profits. Hence why far hit 492k a share, 3x. They make us fight in polarity bullshit and get away. And like you said, no one gets in trouble. Yeah, it's mental, man. It's mental. If you're like, literally they never get in trouble. The amount of insider trading, the amount of and it's so obvious. It's not even hidden at this point. You know, back in the day, I feel like they used to make an effort to hide a little bit. You know, now it's almost like openly admit it. Nothing happens, man. Nothing ever happens. It's just, I don't know, man. It blows my mind. Blows my mind. Okay, let's trade. Oh shit, they're actually breaking down, these sellers. They are breaking down. This volume profile is, I don't know, it's nasty, man. I see nothing in this volume profile. I'm going to get rid of it for now. We've got no real good gaps anymore. There's one a little bit higher up here. Oh, we got this one at the bottom here. That might be quite good. That's now the point of control. Interesting. Oh, I just want to jump in. Give me a good trade. Well, normally I just set an alert, you know. Set an alert where you want it, where you're interested in, and then go off, do whatever you need to do. Then you get the alert on your phone, you jump on. So much easier. I think that's a lot of leverage going to get washed out. I read the markets are all overvalued by 208% and higher. I heard inside traders are bleeding due to the war. Yeah, Eric, massively overvalued right now. Massive. That's why you got the whole AI bubble right now. That's the next big thing, right? The AI bubble, that's going to burst at some point. Hugely overvalued. You got every man and his dog is adding AI to their company description now, and investors just throw money at you if you're AI, you know. It's all bullshit. Like, it's not all bullshit. AI is the future, 100%. It's like the dot-com bubble, you know, back in the days. Companies that didn't need to be online or, you know, tried to create an online version of like everything, and half of it was all bullshit, you know. But it was just because it was online, it was an internet, it was a tech company, it was, you know, new age technology. It got a shit ton of investment. They used to have that tech now. They do it right out in the open. Every US congressman is a multi-millionaire. It's wild. Oh yeah, they do it so out in the open. Like, just look at Nancy Pelosi. I know she's like the obvious one, but my God, have you seen her training history? And like, she's like the best trader in the world. She is the best trader in the world. It's incredible, you know, the timing. Like, it's not even like, is there any shadow of a doubt that she does insider trading? Of course not. Everyone knows, even people within the government, the police, the FBI, the CIA, the FCC, every man and his dog knows she inside. What's actually happened? Nothing. Literally nothing. She could admit to it openly on camera. Nothing would actually happen, I think, at this point, you know? She could go out there and say, I do insider trading. Nothing would happen. I have my crashes just in case. I stay away from AI. I think the bubble will burst. It will definitely burst. My dog works AI better than I do. Oh, dear Nancy. There's an AP you can There's an app you can mimic her account, and others are saying when they buy, you buy. Yeah, I've seen that. She should be a fund manager. She would be, oh my God, she would run the best hedge fund in the world, I'll tell you that. But then it would be, then it would be too real. It is just ridiculous. We're on a short push right now. I think it will reverse at least by next week. Not just then. It's all done via family members getting the money bags. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a crazy week, Toronto. Sean Evans. Yeah, of course, like her husband and who else? All her relatives getting rich from it. I'm part of a subreddit group, Trade with Congress. They post congressional trades. Obviously, it's pretty profitable. I need to join that group. I can imagine it's very profitable. Just happen to know which stocks to buy at the right time. It's amazing. It is incredible. The technical analysis Congress does, these politicians, they have next level technical analysis. The indicators they have, wow, they're masters at reading the charts. And listen, I was shocked on Tuesday because it was an unexpected delay, and then look at us now. I don't even know where we are in terms of the longer term. Let's have a look real quick. I think we're right low down. Yeah, we're at the bottom of the distribution. I mean, there's still potential room to move down here. But I feel that low, that really, I mean, the amount of sellers that got absorbed at the bottom there was mental. Right now, I couldn't tell you if it's going to go up or down as a whole. We're kind of in that weird area where it could either be just a pullback from this downtrend. Well, it's not really a proper downtrend, but somewhat short-term downtrend. Could be a pullback and then maybe a continuation. Or this could be the start of the reversal and we start going up. I mean, both versions have evidence to support it, Got that low there, that the amount of sellers that were trapped at the bottom usually indicates a reversal. We are basically in a ranging market in the longer term. So it would make more sense that this would be a rotation back up again. And then you got all this war stuff going on. You got very hard to read. Very hard to read. We're experiencing the definition of volatile life before our very eyes. Yeah, I feel sorry for anyone getting into trading right now, like as a beginner. You have entered at like the worst. Same with last year as well. Last year was very volatile. Like you have joined trading. Like, it's just insanely volatile. The markets were, Hey Eric, they take their weary buddies home and read charts all night. Exactly, that's what they do, Peter. They study every day on YouTube, technical analysis, order flow. They do all that stuff. Masters of their domain. Hey Eric, it was so good to hear how you are nailing it, bro. It gives me hope that it's possible. Smash the like all. Thank you, Eric. Coach Sam, thank you for going live. I'll do it a lot more frequently. Every day, bro. Every day, Eric. Pretty much every day. There's a few days I might miss for whatever reason, but every day otherwise I'm live. Trading day, obviously. Always the same time as well, 9:30 Eastern, New York Open. I'm always live. If I'm not live, then you'll see it on Instagram on my story. I'll say, like, not going live today, whatever. All right. My next trade would be up here for a short. That would be my next trade. Or for a long, potentially up here, down here. Or really, really like pile on the position long down here. These are my next areas. I just need it to do something, but I think for the most part, it's probably going to faff around here for a bit. We might get there. I mean, we'll probably get here because it's not that far away. And if my alert goes off, I'm actually going to set my alert a bit lower, give me a bit of time to jump on the chart when it happens. But it's a Friday as well, so we'll see. But I'll post it on Instagram if I do jump in the trade, because we still got to make our 2% from Monday. It will be 8:30, right? It shouldn't be unless the clocks are changing. I don't think they're changing. Are we changing the clocks? I don't even know, man. Whenever New York opens, because it just auto updates on my damn phone, and then I just jump on. We are changing clocks. Okay. Daylight saving time's got you. Well then, yes, I'll be live then. So it'll be 1:30 for me, UK time. Yeah, that's fine. But guys, I think I'm going to call it there. If you want to see the update, if I get in this trade, follow my Instagram. I'll put it on my story. We'll make that 2%. But otherwise, I'm back Monday. So enjoy your weekend, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. Eric, it was good seeing you after so long. You're going to come down into these streams more often, man. Thank you all, Toronto, Cody, Eric, Manu, Andy, Peter, both Peters, Harsh. If I'm leaving anyone out, I do apologize. But thank you all for tuning in, everyone. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday. Alameen, of course. Thank you as well. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. Bye-bye.